if you guys want to know the best and cleanest day trading slash options trading setup for Thinkorswim, stay tuned right now. Alright, what's going on, fellas, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing something a bit different, but something that I'm really excited to show you guys, because this is my brand new layout for 2022, and this is by far the cleanest and easiest way to trade options or day trade stock in Thinkorswim. This is the cleanest way to do it, the fastest way. So what I'm going to do for you guys is, if you guys get me to 400 subs, which we are close to, I will put the exact link, the exact layout that I have here in the description, including all my settings, which has real-time data, real-time quotes, everything you're going to need to trade the fastest and see the charts the fastest. I will give that to you guys if you get me to 400 subs. So without further ado, let's get into it. So, right when you load up Thinkorswim, this is what it's usually going to look like, right? Just a blank chart. Let's just put up the SPY. Just like this. And you're going to be on the Charts tab. Believe it or not, this is not the tab you want to be doing your trading on. So if I zoom in here, you're going to want to go to the Flexible Grid. This is the best one for your trading, and I'll show you why in a second. So we're going to link this to yellow. I like to do yellow. Also, some people might go to the Trade tab here. And this is where you pick out your options for the options traders, which I am. Feel free after the video, hit the playlist at the top for all the best trades. Some people actually trade on this tab, which is the active trader tab. And then you could make this up any which way you want. So, I mean, it's pretty quick to flip between the actual options and then the charts. But I don't find that the best way, because I would rather trade on the charts tab, because I want to trade on the flexible grid and flip between these two, which is where you're going to have all your charts in a second. So the first thing, and stick with me, by the way, this is going to be a bit difficult, but I'll do it slow, but I guarantee you guys will get this no problem. All right, first thing you want to do is go to the top right and see where this rectangle is. Click that, and this is what I usually like to do. I like to do 3 by 3. So you drag your mouse across and then do 3 by 3. So this is how my charts look like. And I like to have these all unlinked, because I like to switch them throughout the day. So I have the SPY up here. I have the QQQ. I have the DIA and the rest of the 6 stocks that I trade throughout the day. I mean, it sometimes is less, but for sake of the video, I'm going to load my actual grid icon, because this is not how my charts look, these two. And this is exactly how it looks like. Beautiful, right? So, this is where it gets a bit more difficult, but this is where you're going to spend the majority of your time on the platform. So hit the flexible grid. Now it's blank, right? This tab basically allows you to add cells in every which way that you want. So in my mind, this is the exact best way to do it. So here we go. What you want to do is just enable the sidebars for all of these first, and make sure you go to the top right and make sure this customized grid is enabled. So what you want to do is hit the middle button first. This will populate a chart to the right, and then go back to the one on the left. And for reference, whichever one is highlighted will have a blue area around it. So I'm back here, and then I hit the first button, which will populate a chart above it, okay? So what I'm going to do is drag these over just a little bit. I'm going to link these both to yellow. So if I say SPY, SPY will come up on both charts. And I like this chart to be my yearly chart, and I like this one to be my 5-minute chart. So let's actually go to the time frame here and do 1 day 5-minute. All right, beautiful. We'll mess around with this in a bit, but then what you're going to want to do is make sure this is unlinked, okay? This is where it gets a bit dicey, but we'll navigate through it, no problem. So what you're going to want to do is hit the middle button again. It's going to populate something else. And then you're going to hit the left button so it populates something above it, okay? So now you have these 3 charts right here. Now, what you can do is link this. This will be the 1-minute chart, okay? Now you have these all populated, right? Leave these unlinked. You type in whatever chart. We're just going to do that for the sake of this. We're just going to put in SPY on both, all right? And see how, make sure the sidebar is also enabled on these two. You can forget about these. These are done. But make sure these are enabled. And what you want to do, you see how the chart button is highlighted? Highlight that off, and then what you want to do is hit L2. That'll give the level 2, and now you can link this to the other chart. So now it's tied to this. So if we change this to the QQQ, the level 2 populates here as well. So drag this up to however you want, and we're going to do the same thing here. Make sure this is still unlinked. Hit the chart, and then now what we're going to do is hit Active Trader. And this is where we're going to be entering our positions here. So let's make this a bit cleaner. And we're actually going to leave this one unlinked, okay? But it's important you put a ticker here because the sidebar needs to show up. But then after we're done with that, no problem, we can erase it. So obviously, tidy it up however you like. Make these even, whatever you got to do. And what I'm going to do is actually populate my finished product of the flexible grid so you can see exactly how I have it. And boom, there it is. So you can go back up here. Once you're done, click this off so it looks nice and clean. How good does that look, right? You have the longer time frame, 1 year chart, typically what I like to do, but usually when I'm intraday trading, I usually go to the 184-hour chart or the 15-day 1 hour, things like that. And this typically stays the same for me. I like to have the 5-minute chart. Because the market is closed today, usually you do see the prior day as well, but since we're kind of further into the weekend, like the chart isn't as it's supposed to look really like this. It's supposed to really look like this when you're day trading during the week. So you see previous day and then today. And also, if you guys want to hear some tricks with the trade, I know this yearly chart might seem small, and if you need it bigger, don't even worry about it. Ready? Make sure this is highlighted so this is blue, right? So, I mean, if you're on this chart, this is blue. Go back to this one, it's blue. What you want to do is find an open space up here. I usually just click it here and double click. And look at that. Beautiful. The chart is maximized, and it covers the entire screen. If you want out, double tap the bar again. It goes back into its place. That is so sick. And obviously our nice and big 1 minute charts. We can do everything we need here. And obviously if you're day trading, just link this together so you can put your orders in however you like. But obviously if you're using options, leave that unlinked. Because what we're going to want to do is now go over to the trade tab and we pick our options. Say we're getting ready for Monday of next week and SPY's at 438 currently, right? We go back, make sure it's linked to the same color. So what you're going to want to do is leave this on red, right click it, go down, drag it over, hit red. Boom, and then now it populates. This gets a little bit messed up, but there you go. Beautiful. You have your buy market, sell market, cancel, auto send. This is important. Join the bid, the ask, sell the bid, join the ask, and then you could subsequently put in however many contracts you want to trade up here. So very clean. Also, I do have the setting where it shows your P&L. So this is really good. Say, for example, I buy in right now and my average is at 2, and I buy 1 contract. On the ladder, it shows if the contract is here, I'm up $1, $2, $3, and so on. So really cool. But say, for example, I want to trade Apple, okay? I see Apple has a good setup, maybe to the downside. Check out that video, by the way. I made a nice trade on Apple. Apple has a nice setup to the downside off this 170 level. Now I want to take puts. So before the day starts or during the day, whatever, you manage it. You go to Apple and you go to Apple's option chain. You hit the weeklies. You want to trade 160 puts. Nice and cheap. What you want to do is go back to your flexible grid. Make this blue. Go back to Apple. Find your contract. Right click. Send it over to blue. And boom. Your contract populates right here. And then as soon as Apple falls down here, rejects the line, you take your put and you make a nice profit. So this is literally what I do every morning. Say, for example, Tesla looks good. I want to trade 985 puts. Those are very expensive. I drag it over to 1. Nvidia looks good. I want to buy calls off this 207. Let's buy the 210 calls, bring that over to blue. And as I'm trading, I watch all of my stocks that I'm watching, my Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, Walmart, whatever it may be, and I can switch in between my contracts, and basically I'm just ready to trade. And it's even easier if you're day trading. You just link this to whatever stock you're looking at, and you can buy and sell whatever you want to do. And also, these colors do not come standard. Even this highlighter with the mouse, it is not supposed to be pink. I made it all easy for you guys if you guys get me to 400 subs. If you download my workspace, every single setting I have will be here because TOS, in my opinion, looks pretty bland, to be honest. With like the light gray charts, I do not like that. I like the clean black. Makes it much easier to see everything. I like a bit of color splashed in there. So I really like it a lot. So that's it, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. It took me a while to find my perfect setup for TOS because you can tinker a lot with this thing, by the way. And also, not to mention, I have my own scanner that I made for you guys. As you can see, intra gappers. This is the intraday gappers scan that I made. So I won't even show it to you guys, but get me to 400. You'll get this no problem. And as you can see, It does gaps over 2 or 3%, I forget, but along with some other settings, but it's all there for you guys, so you don't even have to worry about it. So make sure if you guys want this, hit that sub button, get me to 400, and you will have the cleanest setup in Thinkorswim ever. This is brand new 2022 settings. So thank you guys for watching. Hit that sub button, drop me a like, drop me a comment, let me know what you guys think about this. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you fellas in the next one. Take it easy.